Hello guys! Welcome to Mike's Philippine Retirement channel.
Hey guys, today we're going to do a question and answer. We haven't done that in a while. I found some good questions from the viewers in some of the comment sections. So let's get at it. James' question is, can I get good chicken breast here in the Philippines?
Yes, you can get here breast chicken.
Chicken breast.
Chicken breast here.
We get the skinless, boneless chicken breast, and it's about 290, 295 pesos a kilo. 260 to 280 a pound for a boneless, skinless chicken breast. He also asked, diabetes is common here. Can I get good food, low on carbs, here in the Philippines? Well, yes, you can. You can shop at the market. You can get a lot of green vegetables.
Yes, you can.
You can get, pork. You cut the fat out of the pork. But the root vegetables, they have a lot of root vegetables here. A lot of potatoes, a lot of carrots. They do have a lot of cabbage that we like to eat.
Yes.
And the rice is heavy in carbs. So it's going to be hard to stay away from carbs here, but it's doable. Just have to have discipline. James also says, every time he passes a mirror, he says hi.
Hi! I like to say hi to the mirror.
NYCPAC asked, do I ever get antsy and bored here in the Philippines and want to go back to the States? No, I do get bored, but when I get bored, we go traveling. We'll get on the motorbike and we go up to Cebu City, take a ride mostly to the south towards Bayawan and up into the mountains when I do get bored. And I take Janet with me. She likes being on the back of the motorbike. Even though she has her own, she likes hanging on to me. I don't know why.
I like hanging with Mike in your back.
She likes hanging with me on my back. Richard Honeycutt. I've read so much about water being polluted. What do they do in the restaurants here for water? Well, I don't know exactly what they do, but I know when we go into a restaurant and order, you have two choices of water. You can get mineral water.
Yeah, a bottle of water or servings water.
Service water, which is mineral water. And that's the water that comes basically in the 5-gallon jugs to all the restaurants. Cooking wise, I don't know if they pre-boil their water or they use the mineral water. I don't go into their kitchens and look. Janet uses the bottled water when she cooks soup or does something with water in the kitchen.
And my mom, we don't have like a mineral. We just drinking the water of the sink, that one. But that is Dumaguete water. It's clear, it's clean, that one. It's not like in the Valencia. It's different.
I don't know which water is better, Dumaguete city water or Valencia water. I've had people swear that the Valencia water is great, and I've had other people say the Dumaguete water is good. I don't know about anywhere else. I only drink bottled water or the mineral water that we get in the 5-gallon jugs. But the people that have been here their whole life, they're used to the water. Kevin, he asked this question. If you have a lease and the landlord breaches that lease, can you take them to court? And are the courts good here in the Philippines? Well, I think you take them to the barangay captain.
Barangay captain first before you go to the upper
courts. Yeah, I think you go to see the barangay captain first. As Janet is saying, before you go to the upper courts, you try and deal with the problem with the barangay captain. He's sort of a mediator. He's supposed to be able to come up with a compromise or work something out. Remember, you can have the lease notarized. And when the lease is notarized, you can go take it to the attorney that notarized it to make sure you're right that the lease was breached, and then go see the barangay captain. They usually work pretty fair. They're pretty fair people, and they try and do what's right most of the time. I can't speak for all the time. I haven't had to use them, but a couple people I know have been to the barangay captain, and they've been helpful, and they have solved a few disputes. Ray, He wants to know why Janet doesn't talk more.
Cause I'm scared of my English, guys. Sometimes my English is not good, but I can talk to English, but you know my tongue will be eaten. My language,
She gets tongue-tied. She goes sometimes. And she laughs a lot when she's talking, so it's hard to do a whole segment with her. She is so much better now than in the beginning. I expect Janet to be able to do a whole video here in the near future. By the time Christmas rolls around, I expect her to be doing one video a week.
That is my challenge.
That is her challenge. John Doe, his question is, can you purchase guns?
Guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but if you have a license for the guns, and you have also a license for the guns.
You need to have a permit for the guns. And you being a foreigner, no, you cannot purchase guns. You need to go get a special permit. And I don't believe they're going to give a permit to someone on a tourist visa or a temporary visa of some sort.
Yeah.
If you have a permanent residence visa, I don't know the law. I'm sure somebody can answer that in the comment section. But as a tourist and you're just here, you cannot go in and just buy a gun in the store. Terrell SS, his question is, I've said in former videos that if Janet goes into the savings account that I set up for her and removes any of the money, it's a deal breaker. Our relationship is off. Does Janet have any opportunity to spend any money or any of her own money? The money that I put away for Janet in her special savings account, that's for later in life. She has no need to use that money. Our joint money, the money we have together in an account, she has full access to. She can buy whatever she wants. She can buy her son shoes, she can buy herself makeup, she can take the girls out for lunch. She has full access. Don't be thinking she's poor and is at the mercy of me giving her a couple bucks here and there. She has complete access to money and spends it as needed. My advantage over a lot of other guys is Janet's very thrifty. She does not waste money. And she's very conscious of the amount of money we have. She likes to have a minimum amount of money in the savings account in case of emergencies. And she's very good at keeping the money above that amount.
Yes, because we don't know what happened
In the future.
in the future like that, guys.
You never know what tomorrow will bring you.
Yeah.
Be prepared for the worst, hope for the best. These are some common questions that we get a lot. What is the best city to meet good girls? How can we answer that? They're everywhere. Good girls are everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what the best city is. For me, it was Dumaguete because I met Janet. For other guys, it's Panglao, or it's Cebu City, or it's Manila, or Dubai. I don't know where you can meet the perfect girl for you. She's out there somewhere. You need to get on a plane, come here and look for her. How do I meet Mary or any other girl that we show in a video? Well, first of all, you leave a comment. And if that girl replies to that comment and starts a conversation with you, well, that's good. But in actuality, you need to get on a plane, you need to come to the Philippines, you need to meet me and Janet, you need to prove that you're a good person, and we'll introduce you to her as a friend. Until then, thank you for watching all the videos about these girls and their life. And leave them a comment, maybe they'll reply to you. But I'm not a matchmaker. I'm just showing you the girls because they're interesting, they're funny. I hope you can get some good information from them.
You're right.
I'm right. I know I'm right. What is the best city to retire in the Philippines? I can't answer that. For me, it's Dumaguete. It has everything I need. I have Janet here, I have her family, I have some friends here. It has everything I need. I have a beach, I have mountains. We're up here by the river today. Some days we're down on the boulevard by the ocean. It has modern coffee shops. It has up-to-date restaurants. It also has provincial restaurants. It also has local cuisine, Filipino food and street food. This is the perfect place for me. Other people need Cebu City. Some people need Iloilo. Some people need Dipolog. Some people need Dipolog. Others Davao. I can't tell you what the perfect city for you is. You need to come here, spend some time, and find what's right for you.
Depends on you where you want to go. Search first.
The most common question I get is, how do I meet a good girl? Again, it's the same as all the other ones. You got to come here. Maybe you can meet them online. But guys, just be a good guy. Have a good heart. These girls can tell if you're a good person or not after a while. How much is a haircut?
How much the haircut?
60 pesos.
Yeah, today is 60 pesos for the haircut.
And I tip the 40, so it's 100 pesos. Under $2 for a haircut. When I go in there, I just ask for the barber cut. They cut it short on the side and take some off the top.
You can make shaving over here also,
additional fee for shaving. They give you a slight shoulder massage afterward. And it's a little weird, but it feels good. And they also razor cut, you know, your hair. They make it look good. Takes about 15 minutes. They do a good job. And again, it's 60 pesos. If you don't want to tip, don't. But I tip 40 pesos. I give them a 100 peso note.
Yeah.
Pork Chop makes a statement saying, when he was here in the Philippines, he went to see the dentist. He had 6 cavities and a deep cleaning. And it cost him $200 US. And that's about 9,000 pesos, 10,000 pesos. He said that same procedure in the US was going to run him about 2,000 USD. The dentist is a lot cheaper here. I don't know if they're as good as the dentist in the US. I don't think so, but they're adequate. When we go to the dentist, it's 700 for a cleaning, and if somebody needs a tooth pulled, it's 700.
1, 2, 7. Expensive now. Before it's 500.
Before 500 now.
Every year will be up.
Inflation. But that's what they do. It's easier to pull than anything else. In Cebu City, there's a couple good dentists in the city there that I've read about. If you need information on a good dentist in the Philippines, send me an email or leave me a comment in the comment section and I'll drop their name.
And also, some of them, we have also a free for taking teeth.
There's free clinics here for the locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, in certain barangays. Yeah, the government pays the free clinic to take care of their teeth. But us as a foreigner, you have to pay for it. We can and we should. What do you think if I lived in the Philippines for 6 months, returned to my home country for 6 months and worked? Is that something that's doable? Is it affordable? And is it feasible? Well, yeah, it's doable. There's more and more people doing that. And I've talked to a few people. The hard part about that is you're constantly flying back and forth, so it's expensive. Also, you can rent a place for 6 months. Then what are you going to do with your stuff? You know, I don't know of a storage company here in Dumaguete, none that I would trust. Kevin, a friend of ours who is back in the States, he just rented his place for the year and he just leaves his stuff in his apartment. So you can make arrangements that way. Maybe it's cheaper just to pay the rent for the whole year. Or you can make arrangements with the landlord to store your stuff and he can rent that apartment while you're gone as a win-win situation where they make more money, he takes care of your stuff. But it is expensive. And every time you leave, you have to start over the visa process if you're on a tourist visa. Also the plane ticket, you're talking about 2 round-trip tickets a year. Can get expensive. So that's up to you to decide. It is feasible, it is doable, but it's something I wouldn't do. But if I was 40 or 50 and I had a good job in the States for 6 months out of the year, it was seasonal work, or I knew I could get a job like in construction, go back for a few months every year and make a good living, I would do it. But that's up to you. Derek Adams says, give us some info on what you think the best visa is to have. Well, if you're military, and I'm not saying retired, if you just served in the Canadian or the US, British or Australian military, I believe you can get the special SRRV visa once you're 50. You need to show that you have $1,000 a month in income. And the fee is $1,500 application fee, and $1,500 gets deposited in the bank. And then you have just once a year application fee or renewal fee for your visa. And it gives you unlimited exit and entrance back into the Philippines. So if something like COVID happened again, you could get back into the country. A tourist visa is a good visa. A lot of guys are here on a tourist visa. It can get costly after a while, but it's every 6 months I renew mine. This month I renewed mine with a new ACR card. My ACR card expired, and I applied for the 6-month extension visa, and it was 10,400 pesos. That was the ACR card and the 6-month extension. Chris Gold, he had 3 questions. His first question is, I'm thinking of coming to the Philippines for 2 months, coming during the rainy season. What do you think? Well, you never know when it's going to rain.
Yeah.
The weather.
Yeah,
the weather's an act of God. You never know when a typhoon's going to hit, a tropical storm, or it's hot as heck. You can't control the weather, so pick the best time for you to come and try not to judge on the weather. Maybe April and May is the best time. Some people like June and July. There's a lot of backpackers coming through here and backpacking through Southeast Asia, through the Philippines. I don't know when the best time to come, and you know, it's up to God on the weather. It's something we cannot control. What about health insurance? Health insurance. That's a good question. I'll leave you a link to Michael Onstad. You can give him a call, send him an email, or leave a message on his Facebook. Your health insurance, you have to put a lot of time into that homework. I have PhilHealth last few months of my health insurance, which I am not going to renew. I'm going to keep my PhilHealth and be self-insured. That's my plan right now. Things change all the time. Chris Gold also asked, can I work part-time in the Philippines so I don't have to use my retirement money or use my savings? If you're on a tourist visa, you can't work. If you're on a tourist visa, you cannot own a business. You know, you're not supposed to be making money. You're here as a tourist on vacation. If you get hired by a company here in the Philippines, you can get a work visa, and normally the company will get that for you. And that's more in engineering, IT, high-tech type work, not truck driver or labor or carpenter. That's more of a high-tech type job. From Michael on Fanzus, the real reason there are so many expats in the Philippines doing YouTube in Dumaguete is because they don't have enough money. And they want to supplement their income, and YouTube is a good way to do it. It seems like the YouTubers have multiplied in Dumaguete, and there's just too many YouTubers in Dumaguete. So I don't think the handful of YouTubers that are here in Dumaguete, I don't know how many there are, 20? You tell me, I don't know how many there are. Making a little extra money, or having a hobby, and doing something with your spouse, or your partner, or your girlfriend is great. Keeps you out of trouble. It's something we like to do. Janet and I personally, we don't need the money. Do we like having the extra money? Damn straight. There's things we want to do in the future that this money is going to help us with. We put time into it, we buy equipment, and we deserve any money that we make from YouTube. It's our hard work, and we thank everybody for watching. But what I put on YouTube is up to me and Janet. It's our channel and our decision. If there's too many YouTubers and we're talking about the same subject, I'm sorry. But it is what it is. Everybody has a right to be a YouTuber. Everybody has a right to post a YouTube video. and even you can do it if you want. Well, that's enough questions for today. That's enough venting by me. Bye, guys.
Bye guys, love you.
Yeah. I hope it worked. I hope it looks good.